Oh.
Oh my god.
We are live. What's up, guys? Let us know if you can hear us good and everything. Make sure the audio's okay. So we're gonna be playing The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2, the first time ever anyone's seeing this on PC for the public, right?
Yes.
So this is very exciting. And I'm sure a lot of you guys heard about the giveaway that we're having. We will be giving away a few keys. So we're going to be giving away one for Facebook, one for Twitch, and one on Twitter. And how you be entered to win one of these keys is you have to retweet the link in our Twitter. So that's how you do it. My name is Alina, and this is Brittany. She's the localization producer over here at XSEED. And what are we going to be looking at today?
Various scenes in Cold Steel 2. Sorry, I'm like really nervous. I'm not used to cameras, but I'll do the thing. I'll do the things.
The chat's gonna be nice, right, chat? You guys are gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Do you guys like my... Can they see this, like, right here? I don't even... I can't tell. That's my solo cup, but it's like a grail. It's really fancy. It's got beer in it. So. Alrighty. Oh, wow. So it actually does work, like... So, okay. I'm sorry.
We're in here.
Huh.
So, yeah. And if you guys have any question, please feel free to ask.
Oh my god.
You guys are impatient. You're already asking all of these questions.
So, it's like my first time playing the PC version. I played the heck out of the PS3 Vita version because I was the lead editor for it. But, like, yeah, it's my first time playing this one. So, forgive me if I'm, like, if I forget what I'm doing.
So, what town are we in right now?
This is Yamir. This is the very first town, like, you start off in the game. It was supposed to be in the first Cold Steel, but, like, they had to cut it, so it's actually kind of cool that it shows up right away in the second game. It's, actually Reen's hometown. Oh, by the way, if you haven't beaten the first Cold Steel, like, stop.
Mild spoilers, but we'll try to keep them to a minimum.
It's, you know, like, I mean, I guess a lot of people know Trails already, but if you've, like, played Trails, you kind of know that it's a spoiler series by nature, but we'll try our best.
Yes.
I like Reen's outfit. It's chill here. Okay. I just really wanted to... I chose this save data because I just really wanted to see Toval, my boyfriend in anime. Of many of them. But, let's see. Wait, L? It says L button talk to Toval? What?
It's using the PC commands.
Ah, okay. I was
using a controller on a PC. I'm personally
me for saving your butt again,
so I don't
say
use mouse
I'm
and
just
keyboard
glad
either.
Princess Alphen and that sister of yours are the
oh my
ones that
god,
should
his
be
English
talking.
voice is so hot.
You've been on their minds this whole time.
Yeah, I can tell. I really do appreciate you coming for me,
and
though.
as you can see, Reen talks this time. He didn't talk in the PS3 version.
I was pretty far out from town, so I didn't think anyone would find me. Just goes to show what bracers can do, I guess.
His voice is pretty dreamy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I
was
wasn't
super
actually
happy
the one who
with
found
Reen, and Toval is just like, yeah.
You weren't?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you. Then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were.
I was like so happy
I
with
figured it couldn't
Toval's
hurt to go
voice.
take a look. And sure enough, there
I
you
watched
were.
like 2 episodes of Free dubbed, and then I was like, oh, I want that dude in my game. That's where I had him.
Wish I could tell you. I couldn't even recognize their voice.
I recognize your voice, bro.
Well, that's not really true. It's kind of familiar. Maybe. Whatever. No use dwelling on it.
This is coffee, by the way.
Right now, we've got bigger
that
problems
was
to tackle
liquor.
than mystery colors.
Coffee.
There's the war, for starters.
Oh god, that was strong.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
What system specs is this running on?
you and the rest of the
Actually
guild been
we
doing
have
much?
Well,
Nate
we've
in the
been
background. I'm
trying.
sorry.
Yeah, I've actually got it running on...
We're pretty limited on what we can do. Partly because we've all been split up since the war broke out. I don't even know if any of the others in Erebonia are okay. Sarah included.
Oh, is he? Ah. Hey. Oh, by the way, this
Awesome.
section right here, because there's a certain point in the original PS3 Vita version where Toval stops talking and neither one of them are voiced after a certain point in the scene, but now, like, it's one of those things where they're both voiced for this scene, so I'm really happy. I just heard this for the first time because I've never played the PC version in particular, but his, Toval's, like, new lines and old lines, like, transitions really well. I don't think anybody could tell, I don't think anyone noted it, but I'm really excited about that. Yay.
So wait, you actually have voice acting parts in this game as well, right?
I do. I'm Ferris, if you guys remember Ferris from Class 1, and I'm also Fiona. So
Right there.
I can do, I don't know, I don't know, what should I say?
Yeah, if you guys want her to do any voices in the chat, let us know.
So, literally any potato could run Cold Steel 1. It's true! I always say, like, toasters can run Trails games.
It sounds like things have gotten even more serious
Fancy
since I was
toaster.
away.
Sure has. Not even regular civilians have been able to escape being affected by it.
my God,
As it
his voice is
stands,
so
the
dreamy.
Noble Alliance has the overwhelming advantage. But the Imperial Army
Someone
showing
said they
no
really
signs
liked
of
Ferris's
surrendering to
voice.
them, particularly
Really?
in a few regions across the country.
Thank you! I don't have any experience, like, as a real, like, voice actor, so that was really fun to
see.
try.
Was that your first?
Oh,
Or-
and another thing
What was
you
your
might
first
hear.
game?
So I just stepped in for, to do Mishi's voice? Not Mishi. Mishi's voice in Cold Steel 1 because, there's a certain point where you have to do, like, the Mishi Panic, and he has, like, a little noise, but they had to actually pitch it up so you can't tell it's me. Because they had to pitch it up and speed it up. So it sounds completely distorted, but Ferris was, like, the first time I ever did, like, a legit, like, high-pitched anime voice.
We've been
Yes.
getting reports of a few Jaeger Corps taking
That's
part in
Mishi.
the war too. Even members of Ouroboros.
Sure.
Mishi is the mascot for Cold Steel, or, like, really for Trails.
Ouroboros. That secret society?
That's the one.
Ouroboros
Jaegers
is
being
evil.
employed here in Arabonia is
Yeah,
nothing
they've
new,
been around
but
since,
there's
like,
way more of them
pretty
here
much
these
the
days.
first game, in some way, shape,
As for
or form.
Ouroboros, they're probably just trying to stir up
I don't
trouble
know,
of
like,
their own.
I'm trying
That's
to
what
avoid
they do
spoilers.
best.
I could ramble on forever, but
Then
By
there's
the way, guys,
fact
if
that
you want to be in
Arabonia
the
isn't
running
only place
for
with
one of
problems
these
right now.
free keys for Cold Steel
Crossbell's
2 when
full
it
of
comes
them,
out,
too.
go ahead and go to our
So
Twitter
much to
page,
freak out about these
XSEED
things.
Games, and
Drive
retweet
you
the latest
insane.
link of this stream, and you will be put in the
Sorry.
running. We're going to be picking
You've
one
got
person
enough
from
on your plate
Facebook,
without me
one
dumping
person
all
from
this on
Twitch,
you, huh?
and one person from Twitter.
Try saving all those bad thoughts you got
all that
piling
stuff.
up for another day, okay?
Yeah, I could say stuff.
You need to focus on relaxing. You can decide what you want to do
Toval's such a
after
good
that.
big brother.
Um,
Toval's like one of those
Sure.
characters that's sort of like, this is his
Thanks,
first
Toval.
playable
You're probably right.
game, but
You're just a
and he
fountain of good
appeared in
advice,
the
huh?
first game, like first Cold Steel, but he's actually been around in some form since the very first game.
I've
just
just
like
got a few
we didn't
years
really
worth
see
of
his
life
face
experience
in the games
on
until
that's
the
all.
6th.
Oh,
So
and
there's a
while I'm
question
giving
for the
you good
chat
advice,
from the
why not
Facebook
take a
chat
dip in the
from
hot
Kendall.
springs?
What is your favorite moment from Cold Steel 1? Maybe without giving away spoilers, but you're like, no.
What is my favorite? One of my favorite scenes is like, so you know chapter 6, like when you're visiting Lagram and stuff, I really like the fight scene between Reen and, Victor Arcade, because, I don't know, like, that was like a super hype scene, because that's like the first time, like, everybody sees, like, Reen for who he is. That was really badass. Also, like, Crow's my favorite character, so literally any scene with Crow in it is also really great. Yeah. I just remember being, like, super hype as hell for that one scene. Like, I stood up and I was like, oh, this is actually the shit.
Yeah, are you guys making us choose one moment?
I know, there's so many good moments.
So many good ones.
Could be a nice way to clear your head.
It probably would. Hasn't let me down before.
I know, right? Crow's
Reen's
like,
voice.
Crow is so great.
Maybe
He's
I
such a good
should pay
boy.
visit to the Phoenix Wings later.
I don't know if I should choose vodka or more beer. Oh my god.
Liquid Stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trails music is so awesome.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
Falcom stuff is like really, really good in general. Probably Cold Steel 1 and 3rd have my favorite soundtracks right now, but yeah. Should I run around and talk to more people? What do, like, what does the chat want? Do they want me to talk to, like, other people? Because the other scenes are voiced, too.
Yeah, do you guys want to see us walk around more, or should we do some combat, go to another area? Let us know.
Crow is not daddy. He's 19. I'm just reading this thing. I'm not gonna go fishing! There's no voices with fishing. Annabelle does not have a voice. Damn it, why the hell does everyone want me to fish?
Let's do it.
Do y'all see this is like 60 frames per second, by the way? Look at that. Like, look at Reen run at 60 frames per second. I've actually never seen this before. Because I think the PS3 and Vita versions were capped at 30. So, I'm like, yeah.
Definitely are some graphical improvements, you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Which maybe you guys are getting a little lag because we're streaming right now, but it looks really smooth and really crisp on our end.
I'm gonna talk to Alphen because Alphen's cute. I'm sorry, I'm like going, like, I'm gonna go talk to Alphen. Alphen is like the cutest princess in the entire universe.
Oh, you're halfway out. You come here.
No! I am halfway out. God, the cameras really do add so much. Would you pour?
Oh, sure. So where are we at right now?
We're still in Yamir. We're basically, I'm gonna go talk to Alphen. So at the end of Cold Steel 1, remember, if you didn't beat Cold Steel 1, you probably shouldn't be here. But like, it's oh my god, why y'all? Hey, Cece. Anyway, basically, like, Arabonia is about to, like, basically go into civil war. It's sort of the noble faction versus, like, the Imperial Army. It's not really, like, super heavy divide. But, which characters can you VO well enough? I mean, I guess just Ferris and Fiona, because I am them. But, so, sorry. Beer burp. Alright, so, that's so informal.
No, this is great.
Okay.
Fun fact. Fishing had a bug until recently where fish difficulty scaled with frame rate, but not your pulling strength. I noticed it when I got a higher refresh monitor and fishing almost got impossibly hard at 100 plus frames per second. And that's coming from Durante.
Dude!
Wow, that is great.
You're looking rather well today.
So, by the way, you
Much
guys,
better than you were
Durante
yesterday,
is a
anyway.
programmer.
I feel loads better, actually.
So, if you
Thanks.
have any questions for
How about
him,
you? Are you managing
the
all
best
right here?
programmer of all time.
Doesn't
I
matter
actually
the
haven't
tiny
met him,
village
so
like this is
hi,
harder
Durante
than
and
you
Melina.
used to.
But yeah,
If there's
so if you
anything
guys
I can
want
do
any
to make
insight,
things
he might be
easier
able
for you,
to
though, don't
give you
hesitate to
some.
let
So
me
look
know.
out for that name
Oh,
on
not
Twitch.
at all. I've been simply loving my stay here. The scenery is stunning. The hot springs
I
are
know,
also
right?
soothing.
Cassandra Lee Morris is so good.
To say nothing of your mother's.
Well, what's really
spectacular
crazy was I already had her in mind for Fee, like, right away. But I didn't know who I wanted for, wait, what?
Sorry, I'm just laughing because they're all praising Durante. It's okay.
Like, I didn't have anybody in mind for Princess Alphen, right? And then I was just like, you know what? Cassandra Lee Morris has range. She can do that. And then, like, we were just so blown away by her Alphen. She's so good. So,
I almost
She
envy
sounds
Elise
so
for
cute.
growing up in such
Yes.
a wonderful place.
I'm happy to
I
hear you
love
say
casting.
that. Still,
On top of all that, I was able to reunite with you here. Oh, and meet a mysterious talking cat, too. Not everyone gets to do that now, do they?
I'm actually really happy, though, because it's one of those things where, like, both characters are recorded at completely different times. Like, I mean, the Cold Steel 2 PC stuff was recorded, like, what, a year and a half after Cold Steel 1? A year?
Oh,
About a year and a half? I
that's
don't
interesting.
know. So it's like, it's nice that they actually sound good together.
Oh, that's like
I
really
still
interesting. So
haven't had
like,
the
so
pleasure of
so
meeting
two
that
characters,
Ashen
their
Knight of
voice
yours,
actors weren't actually in
however.
front of each other at any moment.
No.
So that's
They'd-
actually really impressive that the voice acting is so good in this game, and no actors
Perhaps
were
I might
actually
have the
talking to
chance
each
once he
other.
wakes
So
up.
No, I just wrote a ridiculous amount of notes.
I suppose I
My
can
notes are
dream.
very, like, thorough, and I'm pretty sure most actors don't have time to
well.
read them all.
that is a testament to the skill of the people working on this game.
Head pat.
Did Reen's mom and dad
Realize
get
I'm the
voices
last
for
person
PC?
who's had the
Yes.
right to say this,
They are both voiced.
but there's no need to force yourself to bottle everything up and put on a brave face.
So did Duke Alberea, and so did Marquis Ragnar and Heidel Ragnar. So yeah, a lot of adults got voiced for this PC version.
I know how worried I am about my classmates, so I can only imagine how you must feel.
Oh my god, everything is so clean.
It does look really good.
I'm so sorry.
Am I hitting something? Oh.
So you guys can finally put your PS3s away.
I'm getting all worked up about something like this, but I just thinking of what my family must be going through is just too much to bear.
Huh?
Oh.
Cedric and I had a fight on the morning it all happened. I was planning to make up with him that evening, but
God. That's attractive. I like spilled beer.
I'm sure he won't hold that against you. You'll be able to make up with him next time you see him. I'm sure that'll be sooner than you think, too. In the meantime, there's no need to force yourself
Reen's such
to
a
seem
good
like
guy.
being apart from the
We all
rest.
need a Reen in our life, don't we?
I gave like super specific directions for this scene because I didn't want him to sound like too emotionally into it.
Yeah.
I wanted him to sound like, you know, I'm just a big brother and I want her to feel safe, but not like, because like
Yeah.
the music's not dictating.
Oh, it's
like,
right, yeah.
He's comforting her, but the music
Loyalty
isn't
or
saying this
not,
is a super
no one
like
would
deep
blame you for
cutscene or
being worried or
anything.
upset.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. Yeah, Alphen's like a sister. I agree. The Derez. I don't know how to read your name. I hope I read it right.
And every single one of us here wants to do what we can to help you.
thank you.
Wow, that's so rude. Punching Duke Alberea and Marcos Ragnar.
We are going to be, for the giveaway, folks, because there's a lot of people asking questions about it, we are going to be giving away one to someone on Twitch in the chat
fine
and
now.
one to someone on Facebook in the chat, and then we're going to be
I
giving
hope I
one away
don't
on
sound
Twitter. So if you want to
ungrateful,
up your
but
chances and you have a
I
Twitter
think you should
account,
be spending more time with
retweet on
Elise
Twitter as
rather
well
than
as be
me.
active in both the chats.
This is your first chance in a while to spend some quality
And
time
if you're not
together.
liking us on Facebook or you're not
What?
following us on Twitter, you should
I
definitely
mean,
do that as
it's
well,
true
because that
that
will
she's
also
a
up
little
your
more
chances,
dependent
and
on
you get
me
to
than
see
you'd
great
expect for a
updates
girl her age.
from XSEED. And
Doesn't
you love
mean
us,
she
you know
needs
you
me
do.
hovering around her all the time. Then again, she did seem more shaken up than usual. Maybe you're right. I should try and cheer her up while I still
If
can.
you guys have any questions for Brittany, let me know.
Yeah, I can
That's
try to
not
answer
exactly
as much
what
as
I
I
meant.
can.
Oh, this is so difficult.
Do
on
we
a
know
bare
how
meeting's
large is
part.
the
I hope
install
you
for
know.
Cold Steel 2?
I do not know.
You're just making me wish you were my brother all the more.
Ah.
Why?
If you send us a message, we'll actually get you that answer later. Yeah, there is a lot of character building in Cold Steel series.
Oh my god. You know how much I've written for this series in the past 5 years? There's so much character development.
But that's what makes it great. I feel like that gives the story build up. You know what I mean?
No, like, there's plot points that have been introduced since, like, the very first and second games that are still not concluded.
Wow.
And this is the 7th game. So it's like, alright, I guess, alright, anytime you can finish that now. You can finish that plot thread. But it's really cool because instead of, like, forcing it, yeah, it works so well. Who's the hardest character to cast? I'm trying to think, like... Altina, I think we went through, like, 50 different auditions for her. And we were about 2 weeks into voice recording before we finally cast Xanthi for her. Because I remember, like, freaking out. Like, the auditions we had for her, because I think I, like, wrote it sort of, like, to imply that she was more robotic. So a lot of people were very robotic with her. And I didn't like that. And then I sort of said that she had more personality than, you know, just being straight monotone. Monotone was the word I used. So that's very misleading for voice actors, apparently. and they started making her sound a little bit more haughty instead. And so that didn't really work out. It was our director, Val from PCB, that recommended Xanthi, and she did an audition that very night. Like, I was freaking out because, like I said, we were 2 weeks into recording already. And then, yeah, we had, she recommended Xanthi. She did an audition that night, and I was like, please, let's book Xanthi. And she actually did pretty much every single one of Altina's lines in one take. So that was, I mean, she finished so fast. It was
crazy.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I'm like reading your thing. I'm reading the chat. I shouldn't be. Should I go over to the next scene? I don't know. I don't know if I should talk to people more. I don't know how much time we have on the stream.
We should see some more gameplay. We have at least another hour and 15 or something like that, so.
Alrighty.
I definitely want to try out some of the combat.
Oh, okay.
So. Battle! Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, look at this! There's fog, but the game isn't stuttering. Look at that. 60 frames per second in the fog.
Right. I'll handle it with pleasure.
And then I'm sorry, I'm like trying to figure out how to run. Alright. It's been forever since I played this. You said, what was
I don't want to hear any PS3 bashing though, okay guys?
That's turbo mode. Okay.
Wow.
What?
Smooth.
It doesn't drop. What?
Yeah.
It doesn't drop even though I'm going like fast. Oh my god. Look at that. I can look in the distance, draw distance.
Alright,
There's
okay,
mountains.
a lot of people want to see us fish apparently, and then we'll do
I
combat.
don't think I can fish here. Can I fish here? I don't think I can fish in this part.
You just have to want it bad enough. No, I'm just kidding. You probably can't fish here.
Hold on. I'm reloading the other save data because you can meet Annabelle and do fishing. Y'all are messed up. Why do you want to fish so much? I mean, fishing is fun in this game, don't get me wrong, but... Turbo mode. Oh, I'm using a PS3 controller, by the way. So, just letting y'all know.
Oh!
There she is.
There
it's
she
Annabelle.
is. Just a fishing.
There's no voice acting here, though. Just letting you know. Oh, okay. This is the version if you don't have any save data carried over. Because, like, there's multiple... So, like, for people who are new to Cold Steel 2, there's basically... If you have clear data from Cold Steel 1 versus clear data, like, no clear data, and you've talked to certain NPCs or done certain side quests, it'll actually remember it, and, she'll be, like, familiar with you because you've done a side quest with her in the first game, but this doesn't have any carryover save data, so it doesn't recognize... Like, she doesn't recognize him because they technically never met. I'm gonna get more beer. Is there enough? Wow,
There's
like...
some. Fishing is serious business. Yes, Michael on Facebook, there is a huge amount of effort that gets put into translations of these games.
Oh my god, it's a stupid amount of effort.
We actually just released Zwei 1 on the 24th, and that took how long did that take to actually get localized?
It was more the programming that took like, the longest, because the game was basically unplayable in modern like consoles, and well, I mean like modern PCs. I think the localization took 3 months. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Cold Steel 2 took more like 8 months or something.
Wow. A lot of text.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of text.
It's ridiculous. We actually ended up moving up the date for Cold Steel 2. Cold Steel 2 was the very first Seki game to actually come out early versus like on time or a little bit delayed. So it was a battle to get that to happen. We moved it up because initially like we thought Final Fantasy 15 was coming out around the same time and we were just like, oh, we're gonna get demolished. But then, you know, Final Fantasy 15 got pushed back and I platinumed it, so that was fine. That was fun.
Someone asked which had more text or voice acting, Cold Steel 1 or 2?
At this point, Cold Steel 1 and 2 are pretty equal. I think they both average about 15,000 with the PC stuff included. Text-wise, Cold Steel 1 has a little bit more text, about, I think about 100 to 200,000 more. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're both, I think, oops, sorry. Cold Steel 1 has 1.6 million, and Cold Steel 2 has 1.45 or something like that. It's pretty close. And I'm the lowest level.
Where's the fish?
I'm sorry. I have to talk to her first.
I don't know if I'd...
You have to woo a lady before you start fishing.
She's
the
like,
left
I'm not
MB
giving
fishing
that.
points? By pressing the left MB. Oh, that looks like a code that went wrong. Eh, Durante's here. Alright, that looks like a bug.
It's left mouse button.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh, never mind. That's
not a bug. Durante's probably there like,
I don't know.
Oh, I could probably fish
Alright,
here.
I'm gonna fish people. I'm just gonna use the basics. Why do people... that doesn't show the PS buttons!
The layout's still the same.
Yeah, but you're lucky I memorized it.
Not
Wow. Oh, I could probably fish here, says Wayne. Do you want me to fish again? I don't
yes,
know, like
we
it's
need
not
more fishing.
It's not really that exciting, but what is? Oh, really? I love playing it on PC though.
Can I give it a try?
Yeah, please.
I want to try to fish.
Please fish.
Ah! All right.
Well, we get to display.
If you press lots of buttons, that'll help, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, when it like shows that it's a hit, press X button.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You can fish at 60 frames per second now.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's X. Press X at the bottom.
Oh.
And then circle.
I hope you guys can hear my button pressing because it is intense right now. I'm like really going in.
Tokyo Xanadu is best.
Got
Actually,
us
how
a
do you fish in
fish.
Tokyo Xanadu? I'm still in the prologue. I'm sorry, I'm talking about another person, like, publisher's game, but it's still Falcom. It doesn't, it's fine.
All right.
I'm still, yeah, I just finished the prologue for the PS4 version.
All right. I should do one more fish, right? Because I was super into that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys can hear my button clacking.
Oh, X.
All right. Oh, this must be a small fish because this is way easy. Doesn't make a difference, right? At all. Yeah. That's
Oh, I
right.
mean, it does, because, like, the smaller, easier fish
Not
are,
bad.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
it works. Oh, you got a Casadine.
Is that a good fish?
It's a beginner fish.
Average.
It's an early one.
Like my life, just average.
Excuse me. Dude, I burp so much when I'm drinking. It's so gross. Here,
There you go.
I'll load the save data so that we can go into battle. I really wanted to choose this scene because new characters are voiced in this. Like, they weren't voiced in the PS 3 or Vita versions, so we're gonna go shortly after. Is there any delay between messages here? I don't know.
There's just a little bit delay between the Twitch and Facebook feed, so not that much, only by a few seconds. Someone said intense fishing. Yeah, this is our intense fishing simulator right here.
It looks just like the
I still
one
like
from
the way we
Nord.
did snowboarding, because there's like a snowboarding minigame, right? Except you can't technically stop in the snowboarding minigame. So, like, basically at E3 when we were showing off Cold Steel 2, we tried to see who could get
We'll
the
fight
slowest
with
time
all
instead
we
of the
have.
fastest time by, like, intentionally running into barricades and stuff. Because there's no way to stop, so it's like, eventually you're gonna have to stop. So we tried to compete for who could get the slowest time instead of the fastest time.
That is wonderful.
Right.
Oh yeah, Laura's great, and so is Y'all are getting into waifu wars. What's wrong with you? Oh god. I'm shocked Tars vodka. I love that.
You guys should tweet at us. Hashtag Team Emma or hashtag Team Laura.
Laura's gonna obliterate Emma. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't participate in the waifu
Oh, yeah,
wars. My bad.
I feel like you're giving a lot of hashtags.
Yeah.
One of those is gonna win.
I'm like hashtag
Be gone.
Team Crow. Oh my god, this looks so cool with 60 frames.
Oh no. For our Facebook friends, there are waifu wars going on Twitch, so you guys can't see it, but it's getting pretty intense right now.
And you're more than welcome to join.
Yeah, you guys can join.
So like, this is live?
Just got Team Osborne.
Man,
Dang.
Laura's gotten even stronger.
Sorry, I'm like commenting. I don't understand technology. So.
Emma's no slouch either. Her powers never cease to amaze. Looks like they didn't need
And
her
remember,
help
guys, if
after
you
all.
want to win a free key, just
They're not out of the woods
retweet this Twitch link on Twitter and be
So it
active in
seems.
your respected chats.
Oh my god, I love Sharon. Sharon's so cool. Sharon is the maid.
What is that? Where
It
did
is 60
come
frames
from?
per second. It looks
Laura,
so good.
Emma!
And I guess it can go like unlimited, right? Is it unlimited, Nate?
You can do this.
Okay.
You can go 1,000,000 frames per second.
But what does a million frames per second look like? No human can actually see that. I know like some people think they can, but no human can actually see 1,000,000 frames per second. So does that really make a difference?
I'm pretty sure you'll like punch a hole in the space-time continuum if you put your frames up to 1,000,000.
Wait, like Superman Prime?
Maybe.
No, Superman Prime like punched time once,
Yeah.
and that's what brought like, what's his face back to life. There's a lot that goes on in the Batman comics.
I am not familiar with the Batman
I'm
lore.
sorry!
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry.
We'll back you two up. Ready?
We're right here with you, Laura.
I can't believe you're here.
Wait, what does Shed say?
Shed saying he can tell the difference between.
Very well. Then lend me your strength.
Wow, you are such a liar. You're so lying.
Let's go, everyone.
Do you want to fight the battle, or do you want me?
I will give it a go, but you can give me tips.
Okay. Just hit them really hard.
I get,
That's my.
I get really into battle, you guys. So
Probably go to arts first and see what. Do you have forte? Go to arts. Oh, circle. You're gonna move.
You're relatively better.
Oh, are they?
oh, gotcha.
Okay. But if you have forte, you can up your attack, or at least Laura's. Right? R1. Impash what?
Hashtag Team Marvel.
Yeah, boy! What does Impassion do again? 20 CP for 4 turns. Don't worry about it. You know what?
We got
Do-
this.
Do this. This button. Up, the 4. No. Like circle?
Yep.
This one. Hold that one. Or hold it. What the heck?
Oh,
Is it R1 up?
we're playing on PC. She's used to playing on a controller, folks.
I'm sorry.
We're very turned around right now. I'm just gonna go for this.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna wing it.
Because I was gonna say use your S crack, but I can't remember.
And if I die, tell my mom I love her. Ah! That wasn't good.
It's fine. You're strong.
Your turn.
Thank you. Thank you for the
Strong.
emotional support.
Do crafts. Go to
Crafts?
Crafts. X. R1. Selfie dance.
Let's do it.
E.
Here I go.
For those who only played Cold Steel 1, the battle voices were redone for Cold Steel 2. All of them. There were no exceptions, so. It's one of those cool things where for the first game we had time limits, but then I talked to like
It's my
the
turn.
developer and I was like, can we maybe not have time limits for these? And they were like, alright, cool. Because Japanese, they say it so much faster than English. So I was like, can we have 0.5 seconds instead of 0.3 seconds? And they were like, alright, that's chill.
That's interesting. I guess you don't think about the speed in which different languages are.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace.
They're so much faster in Japanese. You have overdrive.
Onward.
Which you have to go to, I believe, attack. No, was it attack and then right? Click? It's been so long since I played it.
It's been a minute for me too. Alright.
Go to crafts. Is it overdrive there? Maybe R. I don't know. Let's just do radiant walls because I'm one of those people where I don't really know buttons, but I know like instinctually where they are when I'm actually playing. I'm just here for the lore. I'm really just here for the lore.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Oh, there we are.
There we go.
Yeah.
Green!
Bean! X! Or that! That's actually better!
Yeah, understood.
Green bean machine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The shot is really strong.
Of coffee.
The shot of coffee. No, I'm okay right now. Thank you.
My turn.
He's almost dead, but just...
No, you don't.
Oh!
I'm like reading
My turn.
dragon things. Do y'all have any questions, I guess? I don't really...
Here I go.
Yeah, I don't... I can talk about this game forever, but...
Someone asked, will it always show W and S even if you're playing with a controller?
I'll handle it.
When you start up the game from Steam, you do a setup menu, and through that, you choose what buttons you want to display.
Awesome. So yeah, we are using a pre-build, but whenever you buy it on Steam, you can change which buttons it shows you. So you won't have as difficult as the time as we are right now trying to figure this out.
This is more to show that the icons work.
Right. For mouse and keyboard.
Oh, you know, I'm an idiot. You need to, hold on, you need to link Reen Bean and Phoebe.
Green Bean is dead.
Green Bean died.
Rest in peace.
Like,
This isn't
go
looking
to
good.
items.
Yeah.
Celestial Bomb will do it. Oh wait.
Uh-oh.
You can't do it
Well,
on
let's give
Bean?
it to her.
No, that's her! That's like the Phoenix Down of Kiseki. I mean, I guess it works.
Oh. You guys, I'm making mistakes right now.
That's fine. You know what? She only has 44 STP. Go to, like, just attack. Just attack.
Just do it, just like,
just go for it.
just go for it? Okay.
Because Laura's broken. Look at that.
Woo!
I'll back you up.
We're so close. Just die. Just straight going for it.
Oh god. I'm so strong.
Oh!
Bye, Laura. Rip.
This is not the final boss.
I wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, this is far from the final boss.
Yeah.
Go to item and
This
we'll
is
see if
just a
Celestial.
boss. See if it works on him now.
Yeah,
No,
Laura.
just
'Cause
Laura.
It's Laura within the vicinity.
Oh,
He should
gotcha.
be fine. Cause yeah, there's like an area of effect.
You have my
you know.
thanks.
I'm like actually really bad at playing Trails. I know the lore super well, but yeah. I played third
Ooh.
on Nightmare just to test it out, and I got really upset because there's a certain boss battle way later in the game that you get a trophy for beating on Nightmare, and the trophy was bugged before launch, and I
been
fought
paying
that character
attention.
twice, and I
need to
didn't
turn
get
this
the
around.
trophy, and I nearly weeped.
Someone is asking, do all the abilities and settings from 1 on PC carry over?
This could be an issue.
Your level will carry over, but not necessarily what abilities you have. I mean, I guess.
Your level stays the same. You start at 4. Depending on what your ranking was as a student, like you got
Your level should adjust based on the first level up to a certain point.
Activate.
I don't think it says a point.
Okay, this dragon just vomited on me.
Okay. I think it's up to level 90 that your level will adjust. Or 80?
I wasn't strong.
No.
Oh,
I'd say if I was ready for
well,
that, so.
Oh my god, no!
I died.
Oh no.
Brittany's turn, because I died. I was this close.
We're gonna retry. I'm sorry. I'm the worst at giving directions.
Alright, you got this though. You know what to do.
I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't my save data.
What? They're paying their respects right now. Thank you, chat.
Is that like...
Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. Pay your respects.
Wait, is that the pay your respects in Twitch form? Damn, y'all are so nice. Alright. Drive. I'm gonna... Does it work with Bean? Close enough.
Yes, I did die. Thank you, Ken from Facebook. You don't have to rub it in.
Alright.
We won't be stuck on this fight. Don't jinx it. Knock on wood.
Wow, don't like stick me on here.
Here I go.
I'm trying to figure out which button is... Which button is S-Craft in PC? I don't really need that. Well, I can use that, actually.
So the Steam page should be up very shortly, guys. So I would keep a lookout for it within the next day or two. It should be up.
Oh, 69 or lower. Nice. Wait, I shouldn't make that kind of joke on the stream.
Now.
Thanks.
You have my thanks. Okay.
Alright,
Here I go.
Ah! I'm sorry, I skipped it. I just want to beat this thing now. You've all seen these S-Graphs.
My turn.
Alright. Wait. Oh, that's what's wrong. Okay.
Here goes. Overdrive.
They needed to be written.
Oh, that's what I was doing wrong.
I mean, it's fine. It's not. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna motivate everyone.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Dang, everyone is so motivated.
Reen is boosting the morale in his group. He's like, we're gonna mess this dragon up.
Got it. He's playing Bean a lot.
Right.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, Brittany calls him Reen Bean. so cute.
Which
Oh god.
wasn't what I initially did. I think it was Chris, one of our other editors, who called him that.
What if we start a thing tonight? Now that's just like his name.
Green Bean Machine. He is Green Bean.
I just picture like Reen's mom saying that to him and him being like, Mom!
Presumably this is normal difficulty. Okay. I don't know. I didn't get the save data.
It's hard for sure, yeah.
It's hard data? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because I died so clearly, it, you know.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Got you.
It's got a fractal of HP. Yeah. I'm not skipping Laura's last craft. I like her last craft, so.
Radiant Wall!
Crafts are broken in Sun 2. Should I be saying that? I don't know. I just really like the... I've beaten this game like 80 times.
So you can tell like the noticeable improvements.
Oh, like between PS3 and
Yeah.
like PC? Yeah. It's so much
Big time.
cleaner. Which, I mean, the original game was great. I loved the original game. Obviously, but... Oh. Yeah! Did you ever see that skit in Sesame Street with Elmo playing Hot
Hostiles
Potato?
neutralized.
No.
Guess we're
So
safe.
every time he wins Hot Potato, he just goes, yeah, boy! So that's me. I've seen a lot of Sesame Street in my time. So after this should be like the newly voiced portion. I mean, not this
Sweet.
part, but my favorite Trails game is Third. I have a lot of emotional ties to Third.
Fine.
Yeah. I can't sense
Oh,
anything
whoops,
else
I
here now.
skipped dialogue.
You guys okay?
I have like, please buy Trails Third. I really, really like it. I remember. Okay, so
It's
when
really
Laura says
you,
yeah
isn't
here,
it?
I remember very specifically in her Japanese, because I played it in Japanese first. She just basically says like which is like a very casual form of yeah. It's very out of character for Laura's Japanese voice. She normally speaks. She's not like super formal. It's sort of this archaic Japanese. It's not meant to stand out in Japanese, but it is kind of like a formal archaic form. And yeah, the way she speaks like right at that moment is like super like modern, I guess, like modern for a teenager. So that's why I had her say yeah, because she's normally like a yes kind of person. Anyway, that's just me rambling. So I remember that distinctly.
You're all here. Of course it's us.
Wow.
I don't know what to say. This is all so sudden.
I don't think, yeah, like you, obviously you, I don't think you had save data carryover for this, so
Still,
you're not like super close
I'm
with
happy
anyone.
to see you're well, Reen. I'm genuinely lost for words.
I'm like super happy with
Never
Laura's voice because I feel
considered
like
myself as the sort
she's
to
so much
cry at
deeper and like
reunions these,
prettier
but
sounding. Like
Clearly, I was
I don't know.
mistaken.
I just really like how she's much like deeper in her throat when she speaks, like not really anime.
Yeah.
I'm really
I don't know
sorry
how to
for
explain
what
it
you worry
properly.
about me.
You can tell though it's like
I can't
definitely
possibly
Chris's
thank
fault.
you enough for fighting
That was
on
that was
so
one
we
thing I
could
was
see each
super
other
impressed
again
with
like
with this game on PS3 was
There's
that
no need to
the voice acting was
apologize,
so
Reen.
good. I was like, it's pretty hard to find like a localized game where the voice acting is
swore
good.
to swing my sword as a member
But-
of Class 7.
We do it here.
I
Can I
always
pimp a
believed
game with
that we
good
would meet
voice acting
again.
that isn't ours?
And that I would be
Y'all
able
should
to
play
fight
Final
alongside
Fantasy
my
12
classmates.
because
It's just
I love that game.
who I am.
Wow, you know, I'm a little predictable, but still.
I really am
So
glad
that's
to
like
see you
double
all right.
impressive because they have like a tower in Santa Monica
goes
full
for
of
you,
people to get like the level of quality game that they get.
I feel the same way. I can hardly believe that this is actually happening. The day's finally come where we can all be
I
together
remember I
again.
wanted Emma to sound like a Disney princess.
It all feels like a
She
wonderful
does sound
dream.
like yee. Laura's VA is Marisha Ray. She's already married to Matt Mercer, so I don't think you can marry her.
A wonderful dream, huh? Well, fortunately, this isn't a dream. These might be tough times for Arabonia, but we're persevering. That perseverance is what brought us together again. And the fact that we found each other makes everything we've been through along the way worth it.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. But I know that I wouldn't have been able to come this far if not for all of you. It was only because I knew I could have faith in all of you that I could do any of
She
what
says
I
she wants to
did.
be Reen's sword if you bond with her. It's an alternate cutscene. You get different scenes whether you bond with them or not.
So
It's not a bug.
You've really grown strong, Emma.
I guess you're the person who bonded with Laura. I know who you bonded with.
Wait, Emma! Oh, thank you, Celine. Thank you for all the support you've given my classmates.
Oh,
And thank you for coming all the way here with them to see me.
oh,
Oh,
Please,
dang it.
it
I
was
know there's a
nothing.
whole other cutscene
But
after
I'm glad
this.
you're
this
okay.
is too cute.
At least I won't end up astray.
And Emma's?
Celine.
I know, right? Like, there's
nothing wrong with
texture in
being
her
honest
voice,
about
but
your
it kind of,
feelings
like,
and
adds, like, a color to it that's not with other characters. It's not a clean
She's
voice.
so happy.
There is a talking
Right.
cat.
Yeah, there's a talking cat.
Well,
Why
you've done
are
what we
you
set out
play-
to
Like,
do.
why are you looking- Okay, the cat is talking. Okay, you played it.
Yeah, I was reading the chat.
The cat is talking.
Count me in.
I would always have the cat.
You guys are fine with that
If
too,
given
right?
the option.
That's fine by me.
Someone
We can
asked, is
tell
the
you
scene
more about
impacted
what
by
we've been
Cold
doing
Steel
since
1
we parted
carryover? Or is it
The
just
scene-
how you're
yes.
playing the file on Fresh?
So, if you're
we're off
not
to the
playing it
pier.
with any carryover save data, it'll act like you haven't seen the final bonding scene with Emma or Laura. But if you've seen the final bonding scene with Emma and Laura, it'll trigger an alternate cutscene. That's slightly different. That's based on what they said in the final bonding scene.
Celine better be playable.
That would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, that'll be in the update coming in 2020 never.
Wow! Dang it. Characters I want to see. Because I haven't seen any of the stuff in context yet. I did the recording, but I didn't see any of the PC voices. So I'm like trying to... I chose these scenes mostly for me. Not necessarily for the people watching. I was like, I want to see these. Like,
Celine is so cute.
Celine is super cute.
She's so cute. Look at the little bow on her tail.
Her voice actress is the same as Reed's little sister,
Oh.
Elise. Which is great, because when I cast her, I forgot about the fact that they talk to each other in the prologue.
Oh, she's talking to herself.
Yeah, she's talking to herself. It's not the first time that's happened. There are many scenes, actually, where actors talk to themselves. But
Guys,
thankfully, no one's pointed it out. Sorry.
it's okay. I was just gonna say, chat, we will be announcing the winners on the stream at the very end of the stream, so I would stick around towards the end of the stream.
Oh my god, this is so much lore. I mean, it's not super heavy in the lore yet, but... Well, there we go.
Huh?
When voice acting starts, you know there's something wrong.
I feel like I should have told you so many things a long time ago. About me and Celine, and about Divine Knights and Awakeners.
Oh.
Does that mean you're ready to tell
Yeah,
us now?
chat, try to keep the spoilers to
I
a
am.
minimum as much as possible, because there are some people, believe it or
Well,
not,
if
that
you're
haven't
sure.
played this game yet, so...
I imagine you've heard some of this from Celine already, but still.
Some people
Wait,
have been
how many
waiting for this
people
to
are
come out on
Theirs was
PC.
originally part of my
How many
duty
people-
as one of the
What?
Chosen Plan.
There's too many people in here!
It's a plan
Aw.
of witches
Oh my
and
god!
origins far back into the past.
We've never had a stream with that many people before!
Everyone is freaking out over Cold Steel 2.
I'm gonna take another shot, thanks.
Of coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee and water?
It's one that's been passed down
It's
through our
definitely what I'm
clan for a
drinking.
long, long time. We must watch over the fragments.
Yeah,
of the
so
great
careful with the
powers
spoilers,
deep
guys.
underground, and observe whatever comes to pass regarding them, just as it did for many others before. That's applicable to Emma as well.
When you say the great power, you mean Valimar, right? Did both of you know about the Divine Knights this whole time?
We knew of their existence, yes, as well as the fact that they choose an Awakener, and that their chosen Awakener will be drawn into an unavoidable battle.
Yeah, like, this part was voiced in the original
Just
version of
because you
the
had the
PS3
potential
Vita
to
version,
become
but
one,
I'm
were
like,
drawn
I don't know
into
if
a
you guys
great
noticed, but I
conflict
tried my
against your
best.
will.
I played the entire game, and then
Not
we had
just you,
recorded
Will.
cutscenes that
The
were
rest of us have
courtesy of our
become
translator.
secondary
He recorded every
contractors.
cutscene of the Japanese version of the game. So when I was
And yet I
writing
couldn't
notes for all
say
of
or
the
do
voice acting,
anything for
I
you.
actually wrote
Couldn't
down,
even
like,
give you a simple word
their
of warning.
physical, like, how they were sitting, or if they were standing, or how close they were to somebody they were talking to, or their facial expressions, so that we could have,
Why
like,
do I have to call myself
slight
an assassin
adjustments
after failing all of
between,
you?
like, line to line. I don't know.
Someone in the chat asked, how long is Cold Steel 2
Don't
compared
be
to Cold
silly,
Steel
Emma.
1?
Cold Steel 2, I would say, is longer. I mean, they feel about the same, but I feel like Cold Steel 2 is slightly longer.
Could be like a couple hours, maybe.
Maybe. Like, I mean, it's a good 60 to 70 hour adventure if you're going through pretty averagely. That's
Yeah.
not a word.
Or just
Emma,
exploring and
you're not
everything
going
and
to say
talking to
what I
everyone.
think you're going
Yeah,
to
if you
say,
try to
are you?
100%, you're probably going to look at 80 to 100.
I'm sure this isn't what you want to hear after coming all this way to find me. But this is where we should part ways.
Emma,
CS1 took you 114
you
hours?
said it yourself back in the old schoolhouse.
Damn.
How's that standard? Honestly, for people who don't
You
Really?
said Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer, right?
think CS2 took around 120 hours.
I mean, okay.
You're getting props in the chat
What? Me?
for, yes,
I may not always show
for
much in the way
your
of class
voice acting
spirit,
and producing on the localization.
Thank you.
but I'm confident Class 7
I
is the
tried.
finest Erebonia has to offer.
153 hours for Cold Steel 1. What? Were you playing the
We
same
all
game as
come
everyone
from
else?
different
Did you
backgrounds.
plat or?
We all had things we were maybe scared to. Or
I mean, I
couldn't tell
platted during
you.
QA, but I never platted on my
Crow
own
has
save
his
data,
past,
which is kind of
you have
lame. but-
Yours. I have this strange
tried to
power
test
of mine
everything.
that
Wow,
I
someone
carry
spent
with me for as long as I
325
can
hours
remember. That
on their
doesn't
second
directly relate
playthrough
to the
alone.
Divine Knights in any way, does it?
It's pretty good.
Damn, child.
Pretty good.
No, though there's always the possibility it may be one of the reasons why you were chosen.
Oh, that's nice.
I
That's
know
like very
plenty about
efficient.
witches and their history,
you're
but
welcome,
none of that
brah.
gives me a clue as to what your powers could be.
All right, Ben. The point is that even after
Reena's
learning
like one of
this
those people,
monstrous
like
power
he's
within me,
weird because he does
you'll
like a lot
accept
of
me
like
without a second
speeches
thought.
that seem deep like in any
I
other
feel that I'm a
JRPG,
part
but
of
he
Class
doesn't
7 as much as
actually
anyone
say
else,
them like
and I'm
deeply. He
proud to
says them
say I
very
am too.
frankly, which is one of the parts of the voice acting I was really particular with because any other game, like he would probably be giving out this speech like
Class
and saying it
7
with
is
all
only the
these like
best there
deep
is because it
emotions,
has
like he's about to
every one of
cry.
us
But
in
really, this is just part of what he says. Like this is his character, is that he just says things
Me,
that are like
Elisa,
normally embarrassing
Elliot,
for other people,
Laura,
really like
Fee,
straightforwardly.
Machias, Eustace,
Like even when you
Gaius,
learn about it, like
Millium,
his background
Crow,
in the very first game,
and
pretty
you,
early
Emma.
on. It's not a spoiler.
I'm an
Like you learn
exception.
he's adopted. Like normally that needs like something that's kind of like too deep. Like it's like, oh man, I was adopted.
Yeah.
So deep. But he just is like, yo, I'm adopted, bruh. It's like, okay.
That's awesome.
Without you,
So,
our class wouldn't
It's
be
one
what
of
it is.
Reen Corn.
Just like
He's
it
not
wouldn't be
corny,
if any
man.
one of us weren't a part of
Give
it.
him a break.
He's a real deal.
He's a 17-year-old boy.
Oh, Reen,
He is doing the best he can.
The fact that it's like a perfect description of him always doing the best that he can.
Absolutely right.
Husbando.
These scenes were also a pain because you can choose the other characters, like Laura,
So I
Reen,
don't wanna hear you
and
say
Emma
anything like
are
that ever
mandatory, but the other characters are sort of on the side. So I had to write very, very, like, particularly and make sure I didn't overlap any of the characters, like, what they were saying, because, like, you know, you could be like, wow, he's right, but you could have, like, Elisa and Gaius both say that, but if you had Elisa and Gaius in your party, they would both be like, he's right, and then Gaius would be like, he's right. It's like, yeah, you both, somebody already reiterated that, so I had to kind of write it very, I had to like
We
test
want
it
you
a
right
lot
where
to
you
make
are,
sure like people weren't
guiding
doubling
me,
up over each
guiding
other.
all of us.
And I actually had to look at like the source codes like files. Because
Oh.
it'll actually give you triggers, like, to tell you, like, this character, if this character's here, this character will speak, and if this character's here, this character will speak. Them Boolean forms.
And not just as a witch,
Very
but as
interesting.
the kind class president
Spend a lot of
and caring
hours
friend
on that.
you always have been.
Well, it
too
came
many.
out really well, so it was worth it.
Goodness. How can I
So someone in the
possibly
chat is asking,
refuse when
was
you
there
put it like
added
that?
voiceovers for the PC versions? And I guess you just hopped in, but I'm sure you can answer that for her.
All
Yeah,
right, then.
them Boolean is right, you know. That's how you say it, right? Boolean? Yeah, I think so. Boolean
I said her. You might be a guy. I'm sorry.
But yeah, there's about 5,000 new voices. Maybe 6,000 for the PC version of Cold Steel 2? I think 5,000.
Wow.
I can't deny the
It
ancient
was
knowledge
mostly
that I
determined
possess,
by
or my
what I
physical
wanted to
always
see
reminds
voiced.
me of the same
Which
and the
I'm a
most
fan of the
Class
series,
7
so I figure
that
it
I have
matches
been
what
since
the
day
general
I
fans
joined
want to see.
Thor's. So please, let me stay at your side.
Of course.
That goes without saying.
Always, Emma. Class 7 really isn't Class 7 without you in it.
What a picturesque fairy tale ending. I couldn't be more pleased. And the timing couldn't have been more perfect. I can see Legram coming into view now. Would everyone mind gathering their things?
Oh, there we
and-
go. Here's another character who's never been voiced in the English version
that?
before.
Is
And at the time
It's
when we
coming
were
from
doing
the
the
sky
dubbing,
to the west.
yeah, like they had never been voiced in any version of the game. So that was kind of cool. I cast them.
Is that?
Like, it was cool. I don't know.
That's
I'm
awesome.
rambling. Hopefully it sounds okay.
I think someone asked before in the chat, it was a while ago, if it was difficult to cast for some of the characters.
I mean, some characters are difficult to cast, other ones are much easier. Like, some I have like a dream cast, and other ones are like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it just sort of like, it takes a lot of time. I spend like a stupid amount of hours just sort of like sitting at home and listening to YouTube videos of different actors' demos or like scenes from shows, because I like being very particular with the acting.
Wait, that's commanding officership too.
Indeed.
Someone is asking about the giveaway again on Facebook. If you are chatting in the chat on Facebook, you are in the running for the giveaway. Same for Twitch. And if you want an extra chance to win a key, then you will retweet this link on Twitter. And make sure you're following us across all channels, because that will up your chances for the next stream. We're going to be doing them every single Friday at the same time, 3 p.m. PST.
I am Aurelia Le Guin of the
It's
Noble
Aurelia!
Alliance. I wish to make a brief visit.
I love Aurelia so much! I'm so excited that she's voiced.
I love her name is just Military Woman.
Oh yeah.
At first, yeah.
She is Military Woman.
Military Woman.
She's such a badass bitch. Oh wait, am I allowed to say that word? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bee.
This is internet TV.
A bad
We
bee.
can do anything we want.
Hey. This is why I wanted to have it like, oh my god, I love her so much. I love Aurelia. And I'm like, I basically had her voice in mind like 3 years ago. So I was super excited when we got the person I wanted. And, she basically actually did all of Aurelia's lines in 15 minutes. Like, she immediately got the character. It was kind of awesome.
People in the chat are saying that her voice fits her perfectly, so...
No, I really, really wanted this actress for Aurelia right from the start.
It's a pleasure to see you
This
again,
is all
Your
new.
Ladyship. And a pleasure to meet you as well, Brigadier General.
If there's too many spoilers right here, we
were
can
simply in
switch
the
to a
area,
different
so we
scene
thought
right
we might
after.
drop by and pay you a visit.
I mean, it's sort of impossible to avoid spoilers.
Mild
It's-
spoilers. We're trying to be good to you guys who haven't played this game yet. So it's hard because it's all dialogue.
To my master for not staying in touch.
Yes!
It's the
Yeah.
2 in Cold Steel 2 that makes this hard.
I wouldn't have minded setting eyes on the famous Radiant Blade Master.
Oh my god, what happened?
Aurora Borealis. And this time of year.
Oh my god!
Radiant Borealis.
But I suppose I'll have to be content with
Get out of my
dog.
face. Ah! Ah! Alcohol.
I'm honored, General.
I really wanted this scene voiced in the original PS3 Vita version, so that was why I decided to voice it, because I just thought Laura
Can't
was
believe
like
they're here.
such a badass.
Do you know them, Reen? They seem to be provincial army officers.
Their names
Oh no,
are
it's
General
not
Aurelia Le Guin
Tara
and
Platt.
Brigadier
It's actually
General Wallace Bardius.
Valerie Aram.
They're said to be the 2 strongest generals in the provincial armies.
Yeah. I don't think there are many people interested in
I
martial
am
arts
drinking a
who
lot
don't
of
know
water.
about
Thank
them.
you for
That's how
noticing.
famous they are. Brigadier General Bardius is otherwise known as the Black
I
Whirlwind.
just thought this was
He's
too
known
lore
for his
heavy for it to not be
unparalleled
voiced,
spearmanship.
really.
But I've heard he has Nord blood running through him too.
Oh,
I feel like
see.
any
wonder if
scene with
that's
this
how he
music
came
in
to
the
be so
back
tall.
with this music in the background, like it's intense, is like, yeah, there should probably be some
Seems pretty
voice
strong.
acting
It's
behind
getting
it.
a little too real.
Yeah.
A number of warriors from Nord were said to have fought with Emperor Drykels during the War of the Lions. Perhaps he's a descendant of
I'm
theirs?
actually really happy because
that
you
makes
can't
sense.
tell, like, if you never played the games before, you can't tell what's
As
from
for the
Cold,
woman
like
with him.
the original game and what's new to the PC version. So like, yay!
Michael on Facebook is asking if every stream will be Cold Steel 2. As much as I'm sure you guys would love that, we do change the game
She's
each week,
also a
but that doesn't mean
countess,
we're not
head
going to
of the
stream
Le
Cold
Guin
Steel 2
family,
again, because we
as
very
well as
likely will.
commander of the
Especially
Lemare
if that's what you guys
Provincial
want. Just tweet us and let us know.
And hard as it is to believe, I've heard she's a practitioner of both the Arcade and Vander schools of swordsmanship.
So we just got word, you guys, the store page for Cold Steel 2 is up.
Oh, Lieutenant General Vander is a practitioner of the Vander School too, obviously. Is she even human?
Both of them are key public figures in the Alliance. What could they possibly
So,
want
should
in
we
a
tell
neutral
them?
region such as this, I
yes.
We should tell them, right?
We should tell them.
So, I heard you guys wanted to hear about the release date.
Still,
So,
it won't do to have you standing around here. Allow
you
me
want to tell
show
them the
you
release
to my
date is?
father's office.
Oh, wait, am I telling them
Yeah,
this?
go ahead.
Okay, so Cold Steel 2 will be coming to PC on Valentine's Day, February 14th,
That's
2018.
You guys will be able to play it very soon.
Klaus, would
So
you
it's
prepare
really,
some tea?
really close. Please go date your waifu on Valentine's Day by purchasing our game.
Who needs a Valentine's date when you have a
there's
Cold
no
Steel
need to
2
consider
date?
Oh my god,
Release
you can
date.
be like, if you already had a date, you can be like, bye, y'all, Cold Steel 2's coming out, so I can't really go on a date with you right now. I'm sorry, Bumble. I'm sorry, Tinder.
Cold Steel 2 PC can be a couples activity. You guys can play together, fight over the controller. Who gets to play more? Yeah,
What
Best
might you be
character.
suggesting?
You mean Crow Armbrust? I really like
The
Crow
Eddies.
Armbrust's last
We didn't
name
come to
because
criticize
Armbrust
anyone
just
for the
basically
Crimson
means
Wings appearance near
crossbow, so
Trista.
his name is Crow Crossbow, actually, if I recall. I just think that's a ridiculous name. Crow Crossbow.
Still, it's always good to know who you're fighting against.
Oh,
The way
so
I
many
see it,
comments.
you're continuing to
Yeah,
remain
so please
neutral
play
now.
on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. If you had Valentine's Day
came to
plans
it,
with your girlfriend or your
you wouldn't be
boyfriend,
afraid to take up
it's
arms
fine.
for
There's
your
always
otherwise
next
sense of
year.
justice.
You gotta play Cold Steel 2 on PC. It's what's most
There's
important.
no need to be hasty.
Yeah, that's
More
right.
than enough opponents to be going on with.
Call
For
up
now,
your significant other.
let's focus on
I think I'm
drawing out
sick.
Craig the
I
Red.
can't.
Oh,
One
cough,
second.
cough.
You can't come into work today, but we're dating.
We can't allow
Why?
And then the like autoplay home screen music comes on for
True
Cold
enough.
Steel 2, and they're like,
I forgot to hang up.
It would be so if you were to
Oh
fight
my
into me
God.
one day too.
Same music from some
You have a day with a lot of people. Dang.
I believe you have the potential to surpass even me.
so
given
we will
sufficient
have an official announcement soon with price
I am
and other
honored that
details
you
that
would
will
say
come
so.
this week, but
Oh wait,
Just
next week.
next
Today's
week.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon. I'm sorry.
Soon is a better word for it.
However, my swordsmanship is inexperienced at best.
So keep
I
a lookout
wouldn't dare
for an
presume to
official
have the potential to surpass
update.
anyone at this stage.
Yeah,
I
who
would
needs a
ask
girlfriend
that you wait until
anyway?
I can at least best my father
Yeah.
in his view before making
Wow,
that
it's so
invitation.
harsh.
Then wait, I look
I
forward
hope
to
we're
the
not
day.
responsible for any relationship
With that,
problems,
I believe
but
it's time we took our leave.
like I said, couples activity. Do it with your significant
Perhaps
other.
so.
I hope you really like
I was
Aurelia
hoping you would
and
introduce us to your friends,
Wallace,
but they
because
seem to be feeling
I was
rather
really
shy.
happy with their casting. They're new to the PC version. They've never been voiced in the English
Teasing
version
them, are
before,
you?
so I was really
we'll have the
excited about
opportunity.
casting them.
As
Oops,
do
I
I.
think I cut her off. That's fine, Des.
I apologize for being
shouldn't be
unable to do
Destiny, that's,
anything
like,
to make
really
your visit
mean.
more comfortable. Klaus, please escort them.
I think we can
As
do
you
one.
wish,
Wait, what
milady.
time does our stream end?
So we're gonna end it in about 20 something minutes.
Okay, so after the scene, I'm gonna like go to the other.
Come to think of
It's gonna be slightly
Perhaps
more.
you wouldn't mind joining me in a battle
explain
before
it
I
in a
depart.
minute.
I hardly think
So
an
we're gonna
old
see
man such as myself
different
would
part.
prove to be a worthy opponent to one of your
The scene was longer than I remember,
wouldn't be so sure
as is
about that.
most scenes.
You
But
haven't let your guard down.
what? I keep forgetting. A suggestion. But look at this! Look at this! Anime power has succumbed. She succumbed to anime power.
I love the butler.
Oh my god, Klaus is amazing.
He's so wonderful.
I'm sorry that you had to see me like that. It took all that I had not to be overwhelmed by their sheer presence.
By their sheer
I'm
anime
surprised.
presence.
We could feel it well enough ourselves.
I feel like I should give Durante another shout out because everyone's thanking him for his
Didn't
work.
stop
So
them
thank
from
you,
noticing
Durante.
us, though.
God, I love trails so much. I love trails.
My fur was on
By
him
the way,
whole
chat,
time.
Durante
He really did
is
seem to be way beyond us
the
in
main
terms
programmer
of skill.
in the
I
localization.
wonder who'd win between them and Zeno and Leo.
This just goes to show how many skilled with warriors such as them on the field, to say nothing of
Okay,
Lord
this
Rufus
stuff is-
Alvarea.
hold on.
We
How
can't
can I-
afford to underestimate them.
you?
All very true.
I'm trying to turbo mode.
Still, that's
I
no
don't think
reason to
you can
give up
turbo
now.
mode through dialogue,
We need to
can
keep
you?
pressing
Turbo mode
on.
text?
You have to do the fast forward, so hold down circle and then turbo.
Oh.
Zoom, indeed. Ah! Okay. Alright, so. Oh, whoops.
David on Facebook said, I've already bought Cold Steel 2 on Vita and PS3. Why
Oh my
not
God.
buy it a third time?
Thanks!
Yes, we agree.
Thank you. So the third scene I wanted to show, again, mostly for me. I'm sorry, chat. I just really wanted to see stuff. It's from the Intermission chapter. This is about 40% of the way through the game. Maybe 35, 40%. Yeah, I would go 40%. So there's gonna be like lore dumps and stuff in it. So, you know, just letting you know. No, I'm not gonna bring my cats to a stream. Why are you asking that? A lot of cats.
Someone asked about your cats in the chat?
Look, it says, will you ever bring your cats to a stream?
First of all, how do you know she has cats? How do they know?
People just follow me on Twitter. They know I have too many cats.
Now I'm like, should we get your cats in here?
I can't because half of our, like, office is allergic.
Oh yeah, half the office would, like,
so
hive up probably, right?
So, like, if you're aware of the Intermission chapter, you know that you can talk to various people throughout. So I think I'm gonna talk to Blue Blanc. Is everyone cool with that? Like, I don't know, like, I haven't seen any of these scenes on PC, so I've only seen the PS3 Vita versions. I do tweet about my cats all the time, and they are a handful.
I want to see your cats.
I have 5 of them.
I want to see all of them and pet them.
I didn't ask for them, but...
Aww.
So, yeah. No, we're already past that scene. Talk with all of me. All of me. Oh my god. I'm not gonna punch Blue Blanc in the face, thanks. I really like him. So, I feel like all of me section is the most spoiler, though. See, look, there he is. Oh, whoops. I forgot you don't need to talk to him. You can just approach him. We're gonna see Blue Blanc scene.
What the? You're the Phantom
So I
Thief.
guess we're gonna see Reem
sure
talk
look
in this scene for the first time.
What are you doing here? Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a
It's sort
guest
of like,
on this
okay,
ship
so the
as you
haha
are.
thing,
And who would
I had
deny
like
themselves
just
the
it
pleasure
written
of a
normal,
ship's
like
loot?
as you see it on the script is basically as the voice actor saw it, but then the voice actor looked at that and for some reason turned it into like ha every time, and somehow that just kind of became his thing. So I just sat back and I let the voice actor, like, you know, do their thing.
For those of you who are just joining, we did announce the release date. It's February 14th.
And if you're also just joining us, we're doing a scene that's about 40% of the way through the game. So if you're really a stickler for spoilers, like it's more or less like, yeah.
All the chat's doing
it's just doing that. I'm really
Spoiler
glad.
alert, there's lots of ha-has.
Oh my god.
Wine are positively sumptuous.
I love his acting so much. I actually gave the actor like such a different set of like guidelines for the character, and then he sort of read the lines and did his own thing, and I just remember sitting there going, this is really good. I'm gonna let him do that. So just look at that, it's all
That's pretty awesome when like a voice actor comes in and adds his own flair to it and it just works really well.
Oh my god, he did so well.
Stand there. Take a seat.
He's
Join
just
me
so
in
like
having a
feminine.
drink.
Like, girl, I strive for that hair. Look at that. It
You've
is
been
perfect.
blessed with the
Look, what's
rare
amazing
chance
is he
to sit
did this
and chat
good with a character that's
one-on-one
been around
with
for
the most
7
beloved
games.
Yeah.
thief of
So
our
like, 'cause,
time.
you know, a lot of characters, like if they're brand new, you kind of like fans give them leeway.
Yeah.
But if they're like they've been around for forever, like people are like, oh, his voice needs to be perfect, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
So Kirk Thornton, who is the voice actor for Blue Blanc, was just like, yo, yeah. He's not a meme. Get on my face. He's not a meme.
Someone asked how heavy are
Can't
these
believe that's how you
spoilers. You can
describe
rate
yourself.
Have you ever played the Sky Games? There actually
Well,
are some
what the
references
hell?
to the
I'll
Sky
have a
Games
drink.
in Blue Blanc's conversation. I would say,
Nothing
like,
alcoholic, though.
be wary.
So not that bad, but mild spoiler.
Yeah, unless you played... Like, there's definitely some references to the Sky Games in Blue Blanc's conversation in particular.
Ha ha! I'm gonna be doing that all
Like,
week.
they're... Like, because what's happening, like,
Funny.
what's kind
I
of
didn't
weird
realize you
about,
met
like,
Prince
the
Oliver.
intermission chapter is that it's sort of just nothing but a giant lore dump. So if you are sensitive about literally any kind of spoiler, it's probably not good to watch, but I think it's kind of a treat for people who do know the series, because at this point, in Intermission, Reed wasn't voiced, but everyone else, almost everyone else was. Scarlet and Vulcan were not voiced in this chapter. They are voiced for the PC version, so their sections are also voiced as well. And we got the original actors back. Every actor who was in Cold Steel 1 reprised their role for Cold Steel 2. So there's no change in voice actors, except there's one exception, and that is Jaeger C, as I labeled him for the prologue. Just some random Jaeger was voiced by one of our staff initially, and then that person, Chris, left the company. So we had to, you know, redub him. Jaeger C, rip. So... You know, that's how it is.
Indeed. There are few
Yeah,
even
evil
among
doggy.
royals whose palate is so refined as his.
So what are you guys gonna be doing this Valentine's
Between
Day?
our
What are your
shared
plans?
love of beauty and fundamental difference of opinion on the nature of love, he forever remains an endless source of entertainment
I'm
for
going to be
me.
playing video games.
I suddenly feel very sorry for him.
Everyone's paying their respects.
Oh my god!
Immediate silence after your question.
I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia at the time, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Everyone's paying their
Rip Chris.
That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, how I wish I could have shown it to you. Your view of the world completely.
It really does sound amazing. Wait, why am I sitting here having a friendly discussion with a wanted criminal?
What? What's cute?
This comment that the phone you just made.
Whisper words of wisdom. I don't get it.
You can read it as "Let It Be."
Oh my god!
I really like that.
Wow.
Good job,
So
Nithoni.
many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
A thief of my caliber can steal much more than objects, Reed. There. I was able to steal much of your time and your interest. Perhaps I stole your heart as well.
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way,
See?
you wouldn't happen to know
See?
where Prince Olivert is now,
It's right
would you?
here! I knew it was gonna come up!
Last I checked,
I'm not
he
gonna
wasn't
finish my
actively fighting
drink.
against the Alliance.
I imagined Duke Cayenne would welcome a man like the Prince with open arms into the Alliance, if he so wished to join. To my knowledge, he was always wary of
So
the
we've got
Chancellor
about
himself.
12 more minutes
But I
left in the
digress.
stream, guys. So if
I'm
you have
afraid
any
not even
questions
I
for
know where he is
Brittany,
at the moment.
Oh yeah.
ask them now, guys.
Feel free to ask whatever. I play a lot of
However,
Kiseki.
I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding, the Crimson Wings is there with him.
Someone asked, what
So
priorities did you have when
courageous
adding
missing too
voice
there.
acting lines?
So our main priority were the scenes like that Reen wasn't voiced where everyone else was voiced, or scenes where one person was voiced while everyone else wasn't, because we wanted to fill in the voice acting first of all. And then there were other scenes that, like, I mean, I play the series obsessively. I'm a huge fan of Kiseki. So I, like, after that, I looked at it and I was just like, what scenes do I as a fan really enjoy? Because I feel like that's sort of in line with what other fans want. Like, there's a scene that you can only see in New Game Plus that wasn't voiced in the PS3 Vita version, but to me, I looked at that and I was like, that should have been voiced. So that scene is voiced now. Please don't say what that scene is in the chat. If you know what the New Game Plus scene is, then, you know, more power to you. But, like, you know it's voiced now. So, but I mean, if you don't know what that scene is, then play New Game Plus, you know? New Game Plus has extra content. So, I mean, it's more or less like stuff like, or certain characters where I just felt like they should have been given a more worthwhile role. Yeah, I prioritize things based on, like, what I would like versus what I personally wouldn't like, but that's because I'm also a huge fan of the series first and foremost, so I feel like my thoughts are very in line with what fans want.
Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Oliver to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
Someone asked, are field attacks... Oh...
Huh?
I think someone asked if field attacks were changed at all because they had some problems spinning around in Cold Steel 1. Would you know the answer to that one, Nate? It is apparently currently being worked on.
Of the Lions,
so
too, was
it will be
brought about by
upgraded
numerous
and
families
polished.
of some standing, backing potential successors to the throne. Emperor Dreikel's, as a late arrival to the war, was a
Dang
mere
it,
exception
stop asking
to the
questions
rule.
I can't answer, y'all.
Where'd you get the southern accent? Is it secretly there just laying dormant?
Southern Maryland, it happens.
Oh no! It just came out.
Everybody in this room right now is one of which is to bring the winds
Yeah,
of change.
that's
Wait,
true.
where are you from?
I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Gust of fresh air, if you will.
I'm from Southern Maryland.
Oh!
And you're not.
Nope.
You're from Virginia.
You guys didn't even know. Did you? Maybe you did, but you didn't.
I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day, you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a
By the way, guys, we are
going to
sign off pretty soon in about 10 more
do
minutes,
tell.
so, if you've been watching the whole
Sorry,
time,
I
thank
should be
you.
going.
Don't
Thanks
forget
for all the
to follow us
interesting
on
stories.
Facebook, on
They helped me
Twitter,
work through things in my head
and
there.
Twitch.
I want to see.
Because we will be updating our streams every single week, and we'll be changing the game every week.
I love how he just
I'm
randomly
pleased to
has
hear
his
it.
mask on in this part.
Yeah, right? It's just,
He just like, it doesn't show him putting it on, it just like
To hear
has
which
it there.
path
Just
you-
appears.
Naturally, I'm fascinated by you as the Ashen Knight's pilot, but I'm even more fascinated with that brute strength of yours. I would love the chance to see the
You
power
can't.
of an ogre up
No.
close.
So,
Yeah. He's Charger Tom Lee.
I doubt it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
so, do you think we should announce our winners now?
Go for it. I
Okay.
think you should.
So, we're gonna go ahead and announce the winners while we go through this part right over here. So, the Twitch winner is, drumroll, Battle Chili 1!
Oh my god.
Congrats, Battle Chili! You got yourself a key to Cold Steel 2. Second winner from Twitter. Ready? Shock and Roll. Shock and Roll, you won yourself a key. And
Oh my
last but not least, Facebook. Morgan Phoenix from Facebook.
Oh my god.
You have won yourself a key as well. So
job.
you can send us a message if we want, but we will send you the key whenever the game releases
let's
on
give this a
February
try.
14th. So, congrats, guys! Woo!
Wow, people can actually eat this.
Hey, if you guys aren't single, I'm very sorry because I know what you're going to be doing.
Wow. Wow.
If you are single, you won't get yelled at probably. Hopefully.
Should I do one more intermission scene or should I not? I don't know. Like, the intermission is pretty like in-depth lore. I don't know. What should I do? Thanks for telling. Oh, you're welcome. You can ask any other questions about it as long as it's like not. I don't know. Ask me a question. I'll ignore it if it's too like too deep. Yeah. Yeah, that works fine.
We didn't pick our favorite names, okay?
Crow's voice actor is Charger Tom Lee. Charger Tom Lee is amazing. My favorite Trails game is third. Trails in the Sky the third. Jubilee, like, cause Jubilee was almost fully voiced in the original Cold Steel 2 version. There was one scene where she and McBurn weren't voiced. And that scene was actually dubbed for the PC version, so actually, McBurn and Duvalier are 100% voiced for the PC version. There are no scenes where they just aren't voiced. Yeah, Scarlet got like 120 lines, I think. She got a pretty hefty amount for the PC version. I'm like looking at the chat. I'm like, I don't know if I should go into a scene or not. I don't know.
Maybe let's do one more chat scene.
I don't know. Should I do? I don't want to do Xeno and Leo. I want to do
too spoilery, probably.
They're all like, it's one of those things where it's just like pick your spoilers. Cold Steel 2 is a giant game of pick your spoilers. That's all. That's the All of Me door. That's the Altina door. That's the Dooley door. That's the Xeno and Leo door.
Someone said more fishing.
No, I'm not gonna fish. Get out of my face.
Everyone is infatuated with the fishing in this game.
Altina? You want to do the Altina door? Let me know if you want to do the Altina door.
Everyone's saying Altina.
Fish pog. What's a pogger? Will you personally voice it's not a southern accent first. It's a Scottish accent, and I am Scottish, but I'm not gonna voice her. I don't know how to do a Scottish accent. My people are Scottish. That doesn't mean I know how to do a Scottish accent.
The chat spoke. They said Altina.
Okay. Altina, that is.
They're freaking out over this.
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the
doing
people
it for the chat, you guys.
I'm sorry, all of me is too late. All of me is
Huh? It's open.
I have no idea how the scene sounds, so I'm sorry. Like, I've never seen the PC version of the scene.
Weird. I could have sworn I sent
Will you
someone
be able
in
to
here.
transfer saves from CS1 GOG to Steam version? I mean, it's all the same. It's all the same thing, right? Presumably.
Locations on the computer are generally the same. It's for that's something we're still working on. I can't give a definitive answer.
Okay, no definitive answer.
We don't
to
know
that,
for sure, but if you send us a message, we can respond to you at some point when we do figure out the exact answer to that question.
It's Altina!
Black-clad girl. Z's. See, I should be a voice actor, clearly, right? No, never.
She is just a child.
So bad.
Oh my god.
Maybe
You'll be
12
fine.
or 13?
Voice acting isn't
close
like,
to
I mean,
William's
it takes a ton of training, but for small characters. Gideon is voiced by Xander Movis. He's the guy who voiced, he's the Super Smash Brothers announcer. Xander! He is a good guy.
Ew. Who's calling me?
Is she talking to
My
herself?
least favorite Trails game. So I'm gonna be against everyone else. Probably my least favorite, which is, it's sort of like one of those things. It's the same thing as Ace Attorney for me. There's no such thing as a bad Ace Attorney game. It's just sort of like the least favorite versus the most favorite. My least favorite is actually SC. And that's because SC was just a very difficult localization process. So emotionally, I have a very different perspective compared to just a fan who's playing it straight out. I did play it about a year after it came out. And I really, I enjoyed it, starting from about chapter 5 onwards, but I had a very difficult time actually working on it. So, it's, yeah. It was a difficult game.
Well, Tina,
she's so
Situation assessed. Location is a room inside the guest area of the Pentagram. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Then again, she needs it at her age. She's got plenty of growing left. Wait.
Huh?
Good morning?
Reen Schwarzer, why are you here? Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it
Y'all
was.
chose this. Are people complaining?
No.
Okay, good.
If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder.
Oh my god!
Clown Solaris.
Reen is not Ren. What the heck? Reen is not creepy at all. We were just talking about how like authentic Reen is and not creepy.
Like
good guy Reen.
He is a good guy.
We all need a friend like Reen.
No mercy for trespassers.
Oh my god.
So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room?
Not claim! I really didn't!
See? You really didn't.
You walked in.
Yeah,
you fell victim to temptation and chose to act in accordance to your desires.
No! No, I didn't! How many times do I have to explain what happened
Oh my god, I like
before you
reading
believe
the
me?
chat.
I was making a joke. Had you any intention of harming me, Claudius would have attacked you. That he didn't proves your innocence.
Altina was like a really interesting voice because she's not monotone per se. She's just sort of low energy. So the way she speaks is sort of snappy in this extremely subtle way. She's an interesting character to be sure.
Then what was all that for?
She's definitely not like super animated compared to other characters,
whatever.
but it's not like she's a robot
I suppose
either.
it's my own fault for coming in without permission. Anyway, I've cleared my name. I'll see you some other time, probably.
If that's what you want to do, you didn't come to ask me anything then?
Yeah, I wanted the subtle, like,
no.
I feel like the
Honestly,
way she
I
speaks,
didn't even know we were in here.
when she does, like, inflections is very, very subtle. And that's what I wanted out of her characters. I didn't want an extremely animated character, and I didn't want an extremely monotone character.
Do have a lot
So I was
I'd
very
like to
picky
ask,
about
though.
that. That's why we went
Just as
through,
much
like,
I'd like to
about
say to
over
you.
40 auditions with Altina. I was really grateful to our director for suggesting Xanthi.
Okay, if you're offering. What are your reasons for helping the Alliance? Why do you have a puppet just like Milliam's? Just who are you?
Someone from the chat, from the Twitch chat, asked, "Who is your favorite voice actor to work
All information
with?"
regarding Clown Soleus is confidential.
Such a hard question! I love working with, like, everyone because they all have different things. Like, Eustace and Machias's voice actors actually know each other in real life, and they actually treat each other very similarly. You know, like, Eustace's voice actor gives Machias's voice actor a ton of shit, and Machias's voice actor actually falls for it a lot. I've definitely seen that. So, I mean, they're both great. Sean's voice actor is very, like, he's probably one of the most emotionally invested in this game. Like, he's super happy to be Reen. Sarah's voice actress, I cast her specifically because I worked with her in a previous game, and she made me laugh so hard between takes that I cried. It's so hard to choose just one. I can't choose just one, even. There's so many that are so good. And even though I only worked with, like, McBurn and another character have the same voice actor, and we only worked with him for about 2 hours, which really, when you think about it, like, that 2 hours shapes, like, an entire player's 80-hour playthrough. It's kind of crazy. It's not just 2 hours to a player or even a director, but, like, I mean, I was just so unbelievably impressed with his range. It was crazy. So, I can't choose one. It's impossible. I get super excited about them all.
I am unable to fully
So we're gonna sign off right after this part right here, guys. So make sure you're following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. We will be doing streams every Friday at 3 p.m. PST on Twitch, and we will be doing exclusive streams on Facebook as well. So make sure you're following us and all that good stuff.
You needed a username. That's quite a great user. Yes, yes.
And we give stuff away too.
Sorry.
That's pretty cool. I'm sure you
I
guys
can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances, but I do know that you didn't abduct them of your own free will. Anyway, with that said, I'll be going. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk again sometime.
The Black Workshop.
What?
That's the name of the place I belong to. It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't
no one
ring
voices
any
Clown
bells.
Soleus. That's actually the same sound effect as the Japanese version, so there's no voice actor for Clown
Loaned?
Soleus.
That makes it sound... I suppose it's none of my business.
Head back.
Thanks for telling me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
Thank you guys for watching. This has been really fun, and thank you everyone who's been active in the chat and talking to us.
I'm sorry I drank a lot.
Incidentally, did you
drank a lot of coffee?
A lot of coffee.
No. Yeah.
This game is running on 60 frames per second right now, too, I believe. Right, Nate?
Yeah.
It's running on 60 frames? Yep.
Sounds like stuff worth remembering.
You can run it on 1,000,000 frames per second.
Please don't.
That's not true.
Please don't.
Maybe it is. You don't know.
I don't know how powerful the computer has to be. So
Alright guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna stop the stream here. If you missed the first half of it, we will have it uploaded on Twitter. So, I'm sorry, did I just say Twitter? I meant Twitch. Alright, goodbye.
Bye. Named the same as one of the RTs?
We are.
Why is Consoleus is just the name of the Japanese version too? Okay, are we off? And B. Bye.